The Christian community in Gaza has lost at least 21 members since Israel began bombing Gazans after the October 7th attack. While this number may seem small, it's alarming given that there were only about 1,000 Christians in Gaza before the war. These deaths threaten the Christian presence in Gaza, which has existed for nearly 2,000 years. Since October 7th, Israel and its allies in the West have tried to frame the attacks on Gaza as war on terror, often comparing Hamas to a terrorist group. Many people who fall for this narrative often equate Palestinians with Muslims only. However, Israel's attack on Gaza haven't just targeted Hamas and Gazan Muslims. They have killed both Palestinian Muslims and Christians in what legal experts say amounts to a genocide. To understand this better, let's take a look at this.
Embrace the vibrant nightlife of the city and experience a culture rich in tradition. This is what Gaza could have been like without Hamas.
The Israeli onslaught against Palestinian Christians was taking place long before Hamas was even created. During the Nakba of 1948, when Jewish militias attacked Palestinian villages and towns, Palestinian Christians were targeted just like Palestinian Muslims. Zionism has no intention of allowing any other faith to survive. Our 2018 data, bill known as the nation-state law, describes Israel as the land of Jews exclusively, leaving others out. This policy, in fact, has its roots in the creation of Israel when the British occupied Ottoman-ruled Palestine in 1917 and took it over as a mandate in 1922. As a matter of fact, 11% of the Palestinian population was Christian after Israel's foundation in 1948. This number declined to 6%. Now this number is less than 2% in all of Israel and in the occupied territories. When the British occupation began, the city was predominantly Christian, with 80% of the population being Christian. Today, this number is around 12%. They can't even visit their holy place in Jerusalem, which is nearly 7 kilometers away. In addition to this, Israel has imposed high taxes on churches despite their traditionally tax-exempt status. Due to this, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem was forced to be shut. However, after mounting international pressure, Israel suspended tax imposition on Jerusalem churches. On the other hand, schools in Israel refused to display plus signs resembling a cross. This anti-Christian stance of Israel goes beyond imagination, especially when it seeks major support from its predominantly Christian allies in the West. Soon, Israeli occupation is about to wipe out entire Christian population in Palestine, where Christianity was ironically born. According to Christians' holy scriptures, Jesus is thought to have been born in Bethlehem, in today's Nativity Church. There have been Christians in historic Palestine and in modern occupied Palestinian territories since the time of Christ. Christianity here survived the persecution of its earliest converts under Roman rule. It flourished under Byzantine Empire, endured the early Islamic caliphates and enjoyed revival under the Ottoman Empire before the territory of modern-day Palestine passed into British control in 1917. Besides, Arabs were present then and have been present in the Holy Land since the last 2000 years. And so, the Christian community is an indigenous Christian community that today lives in Palestine. As per reports, Zionism has no intention of allowing any other faith to survive. Indeed, the main goal of Zionism is to Judaize Palestine, those lands, whether they be Muslim or Christian, as their belief suggests that the land of Zion has been given to them by God.